Well, hey, how y'all doing out there today? Listen, y'all, today I want to take a minute, and I hope that every Trump supporter out there that's can pay attention to this will please sit down and talk with me for a minute, or at least listen to me, just for a minute, because I think I've been more than hard on you. I'll say that because I don't like this man, and I'll go ahead and say that right off the bat. But in saying that, I ain't liked any of them. I didn't care for Obama and his sweet talking lies. I didn't care for Bush Jr. for sure, and him ushering in the New World Order, him and his Bush family oil baron daddy. Damn sure didn't like Clinton, even though Clinton made me laugh a lot, just at the joke of what Washington, D.C. really is. I agree with y'all actually on a few things, and this is what I want to talk to you about because here we are now. We're well into this man's presidency. We see exactly what he is. I know that he embarrasses y'all. That's one thing I want to say right off the bat. I know that Trump embarrasses you Trump supporters sometimes. The stupid things that come out of his mouth. I can literally feel you cringing in horror every time he's on TV because you don't know what he's going to say next. I know that part's been a problem because I've seen your comments on this. I've seen y'all talking about this. So I made me a little list right here, if you don't mind. I'm going to go down and I'm going to pick a few things and talk to you about them. And maybe we can talk because, see, I'm going to let you know something. Beyond the political world, but beyond your society, I am your brother. I do see something coming, and you know something bad is coming. And it's going to take all of us little useful people. And whether you want to believe it or not, whether you support Trump, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat or a Libertarian or an independent, you're useless people. We're being sterilized and systematically murdered, and nobody can stop that or deny it. But you feel like if you're on one side or another, you're going to be okay. Well, you're not going to be okay. So as a brother I am, I'm going to talk to you as seriously as I can. And I want to keep this with a tough love approach, but I'm not going to bend over backwards for nobody. I'm not going to listen to an opinion over the truth, and I'm not going to listen to any lies, period. If you're being lied to and you believe it, you might want to look in the mirror and smarten up a little bit, because you can see where you are in your own life. Because that's the problem with many Trump supporters. You hated the 8 years of Obama so bad. You hate the crazy leftists so bad. You hate Hillary Clinton so bad that you support this man because you got nothing else. You got nothing else but this man to suck up all that hate you got for these people that you rightfully have a reason to hate. I'm going to say it like that too. So we'll start right there. We're going to start with Obama. I'm just going to say the one thing about Obama that I think all of you Trump supporters should get through your head real quick. Obama's not president no more. Okay, so that took care of Obama. And just about everything he's done, Trump's undone. So that should take Obama out of the picture. The last almost 3 years now should just take Obama out of the picture for you. So let's don't be out there saying, but Obama. Okay, now the other thing you hate so much, that believe it or not, the sensible people on the left, they hate this as well. And that's Hillary Clinton. Y'all were dead right. She is a crook. She is a murderer. She is a thief and a killer and a destroyer of third world countries. She should be in prison. She should be put in prison right beside her husband with George Bush and all the rest of them. Obama too, because they're all murderers. They all bombed innocent children for no reason other than big oil's whim and wanting to take these countries for oil. So I get you. All right, so that gets Hillary out of there. Let's go put Hillary in prison. So quit bringing her up. All right. Now, when I say that, then you're going to bring up, well, Bill, we still got this deep state. We got this deep state. Trump's going to get rid of the deep state. Well, the first thing is Trump ain't the first person or first president, by the way, that ever brought up the deep state. Maybe you can go back a little bit in history, let's say back to George Washington, who warned of the Illuminati. The Illuminati and the deep state are the same thing. But in talking about the deep state, you don't get rid of the deep state by bringing in super rich billionaires and bankers from the Federal Reserve System, oil barons for the EPA, oil barons for the Energy Department. You don't do this, y'all. That ain't how you get rid of the deep state. That's how you create another deep state. You just transfer the power from one group of rich assholes to another. So let's go after the deep state. I'm pretty sure that the left, which by the way, I'm not a leftist, I'm not a rightist, I'm a naturalist. That's what I am, and a realist. But anyway, the left would join you on this adventure, on this escapade, on this job to get rid of the deep state. Yes, I think every single American, about every 330 million of us, want to get rid of the deep state that controls our life, that keeps the corporations wealthy, like Trump's tax cuts. Like really everybody, every president out there is selected, not elected. I mean, y'all said that when Obama was president. You said it when Clinton was president. But now that Trump's president, oh, he slipped in. The deep state messed up, man. They messed up and they got him in. No, he was selected. He was selected to sell us out and to allow big oil to run rampant. A job that got started September 11th, 2001 by another Republican named George Bush and his King God oil daddy, Bush Sr. So let's keep this straight. Your leaders in the Republican Party are owned by big oil. Your leaders in the Democratic Party are owned by big oil. I want you to think about that for a little bit. But there you go. We're both on the same page about eliminating the deep state. It's not my opinion, it's the truth. The truth is you cannot get rid of billionaires with other billionaires. I know you're not that dumb. Okay, so so now we got Obama, Hillary, and the deep state, the three big major things. Okay, now let's talk about them crazy leftists. Okay, them crazy leftists are driving you crazy, ain't you? Man, they just want everything. They got the freeloading socialists. Man, they just want everything for free. They don't want to work for nothing. It ain't 1950 no more, man, and everybody ain't going to church and paying taxes and painting their white picket fence. Well, it's America, and constantly evolving. And yes, these crazy leftists, as you want to call them, they get under my skin too. I guess you missed those comments when I try to snap people back to reality about making decisions based on given rights and fighting for death the way they do. But fine, they're no different than you with their extremism. Did you ever stop and think about that? I didn't care for them when they were running around saying that Obama was Jesus. Just like I didn't care for you running around saying Obama was the Antichrist. You're both wrong. Obama's not president no more. We got that clear right off the bat, right? So he couldn't have been the Antichrist. So you got that one wrong. And the crazy leftists, they thought it was Jesus. Well, if he was Jesus, he'd still be president. So I don't know. I think you all should really quit combining religion and politics, because it's kind of silly and it really don't make a lot of sense, because ain't nobody Jesus but Jesus, and ain't nobody the Antichrist, because all of that's a bunch of made up crap. But whatever, since you believe it, they're not here. They're not running the country. As a matter of fact, corporations run our country since 1871. So there you go on that one. Now, as we go down, I'm just going to bring up a few things that you've really been fooled on. Number one, and number two, these are the things that keep the country divided. The wall. Did you want a wall before Donald Trump? Did you ever pay attention to the traffic over the southern border before Donald Trump? And if you say yes, Bill, I live in Texas and I did, then fine. But you're a very small few people, and you also know that a wall would not this. The truth about the wall is for a possible and more than likely war that's going to be happening in South America and Central America here over oil. Down there where your man, Trump, is made up a guy that didn't even run for president and saying that he's interim president. All this is right out here that y'all seen. You're getting in another country's business, just like the Republicans did, and jumping on board with George Bush when he wanted to go to Iraq. You're believing lies about starving people and babies in incubators and all this. Again, the same fucking lies. Just a different, same shit, different day. It's one of them kind of things. So you're willing to jump on these things because it's party related and these are political. But the wall is not to keep out MS-13 Mexicans. There's not such a thing as an MS-13 Mexican. They're from Central America, and their gang started in Los Angeles in 1980. It really don't have much to do with the Mexicans. We do need some immigrant labor over here, because who's going to pick the apples? I would love to see a Trump supporter or a crazy leftist out in an apple orchard in Washington State picking apples, or down in Florida picking oranges. I'd love to see y'all do that, even for $15 an hour minimum wage. I'd love to see you do it. You wouldn't hold out long. The heat is unbearable, and it's something that these people do, and they've been doing for centuries. Centuries. They're type of an agricultural type of people. So whatever on that, you're not keeping out bad people. The government is drawing a line in the sand for an upcoming war. So be careful what you believe, especially coming from this government, not just Donald Trump, not just Barack Obama, not just Bill Clinton, not just George Bush. What comes from this government that is run by corporations, and especially big oil. All right. So the wall is not there to help you or save you or keep you from having some Al-Qaeda come over and molest your daughter. No, it's a draw of sand. It's a superpower war tactic. They're drawing a line in the sand. Remember East and West Germany? Remember when Reagan said walls are bad and we're going to tear down this wall, Mr. Gorbachev? So you got to quit flip-flopping. That's the other thing I want to say about both the left and the right. When it fits your political opinion and preference, you flip-flop a lot. And towards the end of this, I'm going to tell you one place where you really flip-flopped and you got me laughing my ass off. All right, so here we go. All right, taxes. Y'all love that little extra few bucks that was in your check every week or every month. And, man, Trump just kept his promises about taxes. But y'all all did your tax returns this year, right? And a lot of you were anywhere from 8 to 22% less than what you got the year before. Did you also notice that the corporate tax break was the biggest in U.S. history? The corporations ran off like a fat cat. All them little millionaire and billionaire princes and princesses sitting around like Paris Hilton, they don't have to pay taxes on their inheritance money, just money that's there. They got the tax break. Now, you didn't get the tax break, though. You actually, some of y'all actually had to pay in taxes. I just read dozens and dozens of tweets from former Trump supporters that have dropped Trump just over the tax line. So here's the thing. You can take Trump's name out of it. You can take Obama's name out of it. You can damn sure take Hillary's name out of it, who was never president. And you can just take all these figurehead names out of it. And the United States federal government illegally takes 40% of your paycheck every week, every year that you play the game with them in taxes. This is the Federal Reserve Bank that does this to you, who are bill collectors for the International Monetary Fund. So it's not, your money's not going back into America. Your money's not going back into war. Your money is there. Your federal income tax is to pay the interest rate on the loans that they make for war, for corporations. And guess what? It's not any loans you'll ever get. You'll never get any of them big loans. You think you can go to the International Monetary Fund and get you some money? No, you can't get nothing from them. They only deal with being a central bank. They're a bank that steals other banks, that crushes them, defeats them, and now they are the central bank. And I think it was just a little while back in history, I think it was April 19th, 1775, where we stood up against taxation without representation. Wow. Now, I can understand you forgetting something 240-something years old, but no, you ain't going to get away. This country was founded on fighting against taxes. So there you go, and a central bank. So why you're all loving it and jumping on it now, I don't know. You either don't know history or you bumped your head, or like I said, you hate Obama and you hate Hillary so much that you're just going to believe everything that comes out of your man's mouth. And that's fine, because that's up to you to believe. That's one thing I will give you credit for, is you are you. You are your own person, and you'll believe what you want, and you'll do what you want. So there you go. I know that. That's human nature, and that's me being a realist. But it don't mean I'm going to accept your bullshit, and it don't mean that I'm not going to tell you in a tough love way that you were lied to, that you've been being lied to about taxes since you started paying taxes. It ain't got nothing to do with Trump. It ain't got nothing to do with none of these presidents. It's got to do with a banking system that runs most of this country, most of the world, excuse me. All right, so we're going to get the thing about the taxes. Now, where are we getting down here? All right, now I already said something about the corporate wealth. With this tax cut, that's who got the money. Now, that ain't money that they're just going to spend on trickle down and get you some extra work shoes and pay for your uniforms and maybe even give you some free health care. No, this is money that these board of directors, that these fat cats use to make their big golden parachute. So when they hit 45 years old and they want to retire, they can just jump out. They got millions of dollars, sometimes billions of dollars, and they're gone. That's where that money's going. It's going to the 1%. Oh, that deep state you're wanting to get rid of. Wow, so your man just made the deep state richer. Ha! But he's getting rid of the deep state. Oh, okay. Okay, we'll get back to that one. All right. Now here's one issue I'm going to bring up, and it's going to get the crazy leftist all on my ass. But I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Y'all worry about gun control. All I heard during the Obama years was, man, Obama's going to take our guns. Obama's going to ban this. Obama's going to do that. Well, he didn't do none of it. But just in 2 years, Trump has banned bump stocks that really don't have, I mean, unless you practice with it and or learn how to use one, they're really pretty much worthless. I can't understand. It's like he's throwing a crumb. It's like one day he's a Democrat, the next day or one day he's a liberal, and the next day he's a conservative. I really don't understand him because he's not understandable. He's an actor in a tragic play, and he reads the script that he's supposed to read to you. I know you don't want to believe that, but that's the truth. But here you go, gun control. He's actually making it harder and wanting this national federal ID to even get a gun. You might want to pay attention to that a little bit closer, since gun control seems to be the GOP's #1 talking point. I want you to think about that. Now I'm going to leave gun control for a minute, since he's actually done something to prove to you, if you would look, that he don't care if you got a gun or not. He probably don't want you to have one. Now we're going to go into something a little bit deeper that you conservatives have prided yourself on. If you're a conservative, now I'm not saying all Republicans, because there's some swanky ass Republicans out there. Some of y'all are skeezers and y'all like to drink and mess around and have locker room talk and all that stuff. Fine. I'm talking to the Christian conservatives, especially you evangelistic, hypocritical brothers and sisters. I want to talk to y'all a minute. Y'all completely lost your morals. Every Christian that handed Trump a Bible to sign in Auburn, you're a hypocrite. You're an idiot, and you are a fool. And I hope God, your God of the Hebrews, judges you like he's judged everybody else. Because let me tell you something. It ain't about him being divorced 3 times. What if, all right, Bill Clinton, y'all condemned him for the sick act that he committed as president by having a young intern that was all goo-goo-eyed over him, and he took sexual favors from him, right? Right? That's sick, ain't it? And yeah, he was in office when it happened, but I don't see the president doing that. I see a married man cheating on his wife, and any of y'all that cheat on your spouse, there you go. I'm a very monogamous man. I'm very loyal to my woman. I've never seen any point in cheating. Matter of fact, I've been cheated on, so I hate it. So all I saw was a man cheating on his wife. This is where me and Bill Clinton parted ways for sure. I didn't even want to laugh at him no more. The shit wasn't funny. But look at this man's morals. He's got not only 1, but 2 porn stars that he's paid to sleep with while he was married. He's married to a nude model. This is his 3rd marriage. Like I said, I won't bring up the divorce thing, but you're evangelistic Christians, and y'all are really tough on everybody. You love to look down and point your finger and look at the splinter in my eye. So I just want to show you the board hanging out of yours. This man says that he don't care about women. He grab them, whatever. He said he would date his own daughter if it wasn't his daughter, that she's hot and good looking and sexy. Wow. This man says things all the time that are completely immoral. He lies all the time. He is nowhere near being Christ-like or even Christian, except for the hypocritical part. So I want you to really pay attention to that, because, see, this doesn't have anything to do with Donald Trump. My Trump-supporting brothers and sisters, especially you evangelist Christians. It has to do with you. You dropped your morals for your own hatred for other people. You hated Hillary so bad. You hated the evil of Muslim Obama so bad, and you jumped in with Trump, a cheater, a liar. Probably has been, he's been accused of being with 14-year-olds, and he was in a ring of pedophiles that were all arrested and were his good buddies. He is super rich playboy and has lived this life to the max. and you support this? What if Obama came back? What if everything had all this about Stormy Daniels and everything came back to Obama? Oh man, that would have been the one thing in the world. Oh man, Obama cheated on his wife. Yeah, damn leftist Muslim piece of shit. Well, no, you got a fake Christian white piece of shit that did this to his wife. Can you imagine the embarrassment on Melania Trump's face? Well, I don't think she can get too embarrassed if she does nude photos with other women. I guess that's okay with the Christian conservatives as well, especially you evangelists. Y'all love it when women get together and make nude pictures with each other, don't you? But I can imagine the embarrassment when this woman has to hear the questions about, why'd you pay Stormy Daniels $130,000 for sex? Why was you with this penthouse model? Why did you say this on this bus? Can you imagine her? So think about her. I mean, what she over there in Auburn too, you know, down there at the heart of Trump. Used to be the heart of Dixie. Now y'all are the heart of Trump. We don't really care for you down here in Dixie no more. But that's beside the point. We'll welcome you back, because there is a welcome back to all this, by the way, at the end of this. But I just want to point out your morals. You don't have them anymore. You lost them for opinions. You lost them for political preference. And you will have to go face your God on Judgment Day once again and explain to him how you supported a man that was a known liar, a possible pedophile, and cheated on all 3 of his wives and has kids from all these marriages. So whatever. You juggle that one around. You juggle your morals around on that one, okay? Because that one's on you for sure. So I'll get off the morals, because y'all get kind of touchy about the morals, don't you? All right. Now we've come up with this other thing: lies, truth, and opinions. Ever since Trump came in, it's been more about his opinion about things have slowly turned into truth. And when he tells a lie, y'all call it alternative facts. I'm just going to stop it right there. There is no such thing as an alternative fact. A lie will always be a lie, no matter how many times it's told. And the truth will always be the truth, no matter how ugly and how stinky it is and how bad you don't want to look at it. The truth will always be the truth. Think about that. Think about that one right there for a long time. All right. Now, I got the last one. Y'all had me at one point when Trump got into office and all the crazy lefties were just crying, oh, he's not my president. I'm going to lead the country. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I was laughing weak, because that's crybaby shit. That's loser talk. And then it got to a point where, well, we just want our safe spaces. And man, I was howling. I was laughing right there with you. I was like, man, I cannot believe that grown, healthy adults are asking for a safe space so they can get to one little spot and group up and all pat each other on the back. Well, you Trump supporters just begged for harassment-free zones. Now, I just want to know what the difference is between a safe space and a harassment-free zone. Because both of them are a place where you can get together with your fellow parrots and y'all can all sit there and parrot your shit together and talk about how bad everybody else is but you. But that way you don't have anybody contradicting what you're saying. You don't have anybody opposing you. No, it's just you talking to you, which is really what that is now. It's you talking to you, but you're all the same. You're all group thinkers. So just as bad as the crazy lefties that want a safe spaces, you are no better. Matter of fact, you rag them and then you ask for a safe space. You ask for a harassment-free zone. So now you're the hypocrite. Now you're the new 2019 crybaby. You are the poster child for pussy. Okay? That's what you are. And Trump's going to grab you if you don't watch out. All right, just kidding on that. Now, I want you to go back and look at this video again if you want to, or you can just go ahead and block me and drop me and get rid of poor old Bill. Bill's hung up, you know. Bill's that redneck don't know shit. He's just always talking crap. I brought up some real things. I gave you the credit where the credit was due, but I showed you the lie. I showed you where you changed your morals. I showed you where you changed who you were, all over hatred. I understand that neither one of these people during this last election in 2016, we should have even been there. Hillary Clinton should not have been there, and Donald Trump should not have been there. But they were. And you say, well, I chose between the lesser of the two evils. You still chose evil. It was all a game. It was never meant to be a guy that was out there for you, that was going to get the middle class, working class guy. You're losing tax money. You're being poisoned. You're being intoxicated. Look at what he's done with big oil. And see, I left that out of here because I didn't want to make this hours long. The deregulation, all these things that you think were good for you and good for jobs, I'm just going to say it like it always is. Dying ain't much of a living. You kill your water, you kill your food, you kill your children, life's not going to go on. This is what's happening with deregulation. Now, here's my last big question for you, and I'm going to leave you with this. It's the same thing that I told the people on the left. I'm going to tell you people on the right. What you going to do when he's out of office? What you going to do when you got to go face the rest of America? I told this to those left extremists too. So I'm asking you right-wing extremists. You going to wear your MAGA hat in 2025? Huh? Or 2020 if he makes it? You know, he's probably going to make 2 terms. What you going to do when he's gone? What you going to do when he's dead? Because then again, just like the people on the left, you're going to be sitting here in the same boat with your brothers and sisters. The ones you cussed, the ones you said I don't want here, the ones you said are stealing or raping my kids or criminals. You're going to be right there with them. What you going to do then when your man ain't there to have your back? That's what you need to think about. But what I really want you to think about is what's happened with you. Did you hate this much before Trump? Did you hate this much before Obama? Do you just hate this much? You can't find anything about your brother to unite with him against the government that divides us all? You can't see that clean water, clean air, and clean land is all we have to hand our children, and they're raping that? And can you not see that this man is an immoral piece of shit, and your belief system, your Christian belief system, you're being a hypocrite towards? But you're going to have to face these people when he's gone. And you might really want to think about that. Because I don't want to see nobody get hurt. I'm tired of seeing the fights. I'm tired of seeing fakers like that Smollett guy fucking up good laws, lying. Look at people lying on both sides just out of hate. Look how the hate has consumed you. God is consuming all of y'all, man. I sit out here and rag. I get mad. I get angry, but I never get to a point where I hate and I will lie. That's what's killing us. That's what's destroying our souls. That's what has already destroyed our brotherhood. And you took a brotherhood, the only thing I have to hold on to, and you've taken that away from mankind, from me. No, you're going to have to face this one day. And it's not going to be good. And I don't want to see you hurt or dead. So think about today, so you won't need a harassment-free zone tomorrow. So you won't have to worry about who the next president is. You won't have to worry about who that next Congress is. You just have to worry about what you should have been worrying about all along. Is my brother okay? Does my sister have my back? Is my community okay? Is my community functioning? Are my children healthy? Are my neighbor's children healthy? Huh? Get back to that. Love your brother. And I'm not going to say love your brother like you love yourself, because I don't think a lot of people out here love themselves. And it's only because of what you're showing me. That's not my opinion. What it is, that's my formulated opinion from watching. Because I watch, oh God, I watch. I see things that I don't want to see. I don't even know how my thought process got this it's messed up. But it ain't messed up. I see reality because I ask and demand to see reality. I see the truth because there's nothing else but truth in my life. And it does make me lonely sometimes, and it does make me sad most of the time. But I can go look in the mirror and know that I never did anything to hurt my brother, that I always tried to help my sister and my tribe out. And that's what it was all about anyway. So if you believe the deep state, you believe that DC's bad and needs to be changed, you're right. But your man's a part of it, and you're not. You're not in the millionaire billionaire club. They don't have your back. They will leave you out for the wolves that you created. Just like the Obama people created wolves, and that's what y'all are doing. So it's just going to be this back and forth, hate, hate, hate. Now I got my man, so I can hate you more. Now you got your man, so I can hate you more. Look at what we become, y'all. Wow. It's wow. I mean, I really want to cry because The solution has always been there. The solution is to look inside yourself and realize you've been lied to, that you've been played at a psychological level like no other time in history. You're not even giving your opinion, you're giving your party's opinion, your group's opinion, even this one man's opinion. I want you to look how they have divided this nation with that one name, Trump. Trump can say something and half the nation will do it just because he said it, and the other half the nation will buck on it just because he said it. Right or wrong, good or bad, just because he says it. Quit hating your brother. Quit loathing your sister. Quit blaming other communities for what they do and just live your life. Because that's what you were put on this planet to do. And you evangelical Christians, I rebuke you. Shame on you. You think all you mega church sons of bitches, I can't wait till Jesus comes back. I really can't. I hope to God Jesus does come back. And he finds every one of you evangelical Christians. And I hope he takes your Trump signed Bible and beats the dog shit out of you with it. Because that's what you deserve. You let me down the most. I counted on your morals this election, and you let me down. So whatever. So hey, we can either get along and work towards cleaning our soil and giving our kids good, healthy food, and working on the water problems and working on our problems. We, the people, the useless people of the world now, we can start working on our common interests, or you can just keep kissing this billionaire's ass until he's gone, and then you're going to find out the ditch you dug is a little bit deeper than you want to be in. But we can stop now. I am asking you now as a brother. You ain't got to like me. You don't even got to love me. But you can't deny the truth that you only support this man because you hate everything else so bad. So you've made a decision based on hate. Well, I made a decision based on love to tell you this. I love you. I want the best for you and your family. And you're not getting it from these lies. So wake up and quit hating so much. Lord, look where hate's got us, man. Look at the wars we're in. Look at the way we fight each other. Look at the way you walk down the street and you can just see somebody, whether he's wearing a MAGA hat or he's wearing a whatever, it don't matter. You just go by appearance and you instantly hate that person. You ain't even said hello, good morning, what's going on, how you doing, nothing. And you just hate somebody on their appearance. You hate them because of their sexual orientation. You hate them because of their religious preference. You hate them because of their skin color. Wow, look at what we become. But there's hope. I got hope. I'm not going to lose it. And like I said, I love you. So if I can love you, anybody else out here will love you. And any of these people on the left will tell you they love you. Just get out their ass. And you people on the left, let the right love you again. Matter of fact, why don't you get off your left right? Why don't y'all just go take that bird with the two wings and have a Thanksgiving dinner or something, have a chicken dinner, I don't care. And quit supporting the government that divides us all. Take back our strength with it, which is our unity, which is our common tough love for each other. Because we got that. It's still there. It ain't gone. Because when it's gone, that's when the world will go black. That's when the mother will shake every single one of y'all off. When we all quit loving. So as long as one of us loves, I think the mother will hold back. But we'll see. We'll see. I can't predict her. She's crazy. I love y'all. I really mean this message in a way of unity. I did make a little fun with it, but there's some truths in there. So please go back and look, and please rethink what you're doing. You're going to have to face the world when the man's gone, and what you going to do then? I love y'all. Peace, and by all means, don't live in fear. Walk in truth.